Tony Novak here to share a few points on how to stay out of tax trouble. Today's topic is sales tax delinquency. So, this is a topic that affects small business owners, uh, retailers, or anyone that sells a product which is subject to sales tax. And I'm going to mention first point is there are certain industries that seem to get in more trouble with sales tax issues than any other. The first is online sales. And state sales auditors appear to be very assertive in tracking down new businesses that are selling online, and they do show up and they do knock on doors and they do make sure that those sales tax accounts are being set up right from the beginning and that sales tax is being collected and submitted. A second industry that's subject, particularly here in New Jersey, where I am, is landscapers. A lot of people, I think, customers included, may not recognize that landscape services are subject to sales tax, and the state is very assertive in collecting those. And I've had a few sales tax. Another industry with issues is restaurants, and I think that's just a function of the cash flow of restaurants. The cash flow might not be managed as well as it should be, particularly if it's a combination of credit cards and cash coming in, and sales taxes due on all of it. So those three industries in particular, we need to watch out for. The thing about sales tax issues being a state tax rather than IRS, the collection procedures are just not the same. Where IRS has formal, rigid programs, and it's step by step and tons of documentation and case history as to what we can do and what our options are and how we can move forward. Whereas sales tax, not so much. Basically, the sales tax is due until it's paid, and one of a few things is going to happen. One is you're going to get paid one way or another. Two is you'll not be able to go out of business or not get a tax clearance letter, and you always have that hanging over your head, and it will affect future business licenses and future credit because there is no statute of limitations. Or the third thing is in fact, unfortunately, we do see people die with significant sales tax liability, and I had that happen to one unfortunate client where there was fraud going on. It wasn't his fault. There was fraud in the company, particularly while the owner was not able to run it in his final years of life. So these are all significant issues. The best thing I can suggest if you have a sales tax problem is to hand it off. Don't deal with yourself. It's too much stress. It's ongoing stress, and it's just better to point a professional representative to just deal with it. And what I find is there is a good bit of communication, and that the agents are reasonable, and we do the best we can, and we just try to keep moving forward. If we can pay a little bit, we pay a little bit, but there doesn't seem to be any strict formula or a way to resolve these. Sometimes they do drag out a long period of time, so it's better for you to focus on running your business, not dealing with the sales tax mistake of the past. So that's enough for today. If you have a topic you'd like to see covered in a future Tax Minute, I'd be happy to hear any question or feedback through the message app. Join me here tomorrow for another Daily Tax Minute.